of you know this guy, Speed Darlington. For more than 2 months now, this guy has been in police detention because of something bad he said about Burna Boy.
Burna Boy, this video, I dey ask you question. Don't get offended. Now question I dey ask. How many oil did you drop for your nyash before them give you that trophy?
While a lot of you think that he's wrong, some people think that Burna Boy went too far. And today, I'm here with his lawyer to discuss about this case. What exactly is going on and why has it not been released? So, Mr. Stanley, I would like you to tell us what exactly it is you and your team are doing to release Speed Darlington and why he has not been released for over 2 months now.
Well, I think before I move on, let me correct the impression. You said because of something bad he said about Burna Boy. We should be using the word alleged because of something bad he allegedly something bad he said about Burna Boy. So, as for what we've been doing, I think the first time he was arrested was in October. He was arrested from Lagos and bungled all the way to Abuja. And he was kept in detention for like 4 or 5 days. He was granted bail. After he was granted bail, the DIG of FID invited both parties, invited Speed Darlington and also his lawyer, and also invited Burna Boy and his team for a meeting, for a roundtable meeting. So I think that night, around 12 a.m. in the midnight, we all had a meeting at the round table, and one of the consensus that we both reached is that they advised ACPI to stop making any further post against Burna. Then they asked him to take down previous posts, and that is it. I have no problem with someone trying to, I think, putting it up as a disclaimer, someone trying to enforce his right. If you claim my grievances has always been, which I've made public time without number, that if you claim that your right have been infringed upon, go to court and enforce your right. We are not in a banana republic where because you have the reach, you have the means, you have the connection, just because you have an issue with person, then you involve the police. To me, this is a civil dispute. If you claim that someone insulted you, if you claim that what someone said is against your personality, the best thing is to do is to go to court and seek civil remedies. That's what our laws have said. In fact, our laws, most of our laws or some statutory provisions and some judicial precedent have decriminalized defamation, so to say. So that means that's to say that if someone defames you, allegedly defames you or insults you, go to court.
So what you're trying to say is that the police has nothing to do with this case.
The police totally have no involvement, have no right to involve in this case. Burna Boy involving police is something I'm not happy with, or something against what should be the practice. This police, the court have said that once it's a civil dispute, police or no other law enforcement agency or agent should get themselves involved. So what I expected Burna is, okay, you claim that Speed Darlington defamed you because he petitioned, he claimed that the post that Burna Boy made against him is damaging or has caused irreparable damage to
Don't you think it's damaging?
That's what he said, of course.
But don't you think it is?
My opinion doesn't count. It's for him to go to court and present evidences. And he also claiming that he has lost a lot of gig from the post. It's for him to go to court and say, okay, look, my lordship or your lord, this post that this guy have made has been damaging to my international reputation, and I have lost a lot of gig. Due to that extent, this is the financial loss I have incurred. And that's why you seek, okay, I've lost also amount, I want him to refund me. And that's what court will enforce such right, but not him involving the police. That's what I'm angry at. Do I support people saying something against people? Good. No, I don't support. Do I endorse people coming online to say something insulting or saying something they cannot defend? I don't. In as much as everyone has freedom of speech, I'm a lawyer. I also believe that you should be able to be held accountable for whatever you say. And whatever he says, you should back them up with evidences. If Burna Boy said, okay, actually what he said is this, good and fine, go to court and enforce your right. Should we say now that Burna Boy is on the side of the law? It's for the court to decide. But don't forget that this guy has been in detention for the past 2 months. For over nothing, over the fact that he says something. My second grievance is that the police, who should be an unbiased umpire in this matter, despite the fact that they entered outside their jurisdiction, are getting sentimentally attached to the matter. Why haven't what our law said about the Constitution, Section 36 of the Constitution, about the Administration of Criminal Justice Act? It said nobody should be in detention for more than 48 hours. Is that how you grant that person administrative bail or you charge that person to court? Now, this guy have been in detention for close to 2 months now. okay, on the 20th of December last year, we went to court to enforce his fundamental human right, and court, in its wisdom, has charged the police to release him unconditionally within the next 48 hours. Now, this almost 2 weeks after then.
But they refused.
They've refused, willfully refused. So I don't know, nobody can fathom why they're still keeping him till now. Is Akpi right or wrong by what he has said? That is the question for the court to determine. But the police still keeping him till now is what nobody. Now, the good thing is that it can be you tomorrow. You can be a fan of Burna Boy. It can be a hater of Akpi. But if you endorse or support police brutality or police keeping someone because of civil dispute for close to 2 months because you hate the guy in question or because you're a fan of the other person on the other party, now it can be you. Police acting beyond their power is not going away anytime soon. So even you can be arrested, even you can be arrested and detained. Even when court have given order, you still be kept there. So what will you do?
Okay, so you've made it clear now, and I think people should understand this. So why are people channeling the hate towards Burna Boy? I think that the thing should be towards the Nigerian police, right? Because if the Nigerian police are doing the right thing, I think that this issue wouldn't be this way. Because from my own point of view, I'm not even supporting anybody, to be very honest with you, but I think morally, what Speed Darlington did was really, really wrong. The thing is, in Nigeria, we take everything as cruise, but at the expense of what? For God's sake, this is something that will go a long way to affect his social life, his personal life, his family, and his career. So I don't see how anybody should take something like this lightly. And to be honest, I think Burna Boy was just doing what any other reasonable person should have done.
I totally support what you say, but for as part of correction, morality is not law. Whether it's morally wrong or right is not. That something is morally wrong does not make it legal. But that's by the way. Of course, So are
you blaming Burna Boy for doing what he can to defend himself?
I'm blaming.
Or are you blaming the Nigerian police?
I'm blaming him for not taking the right step.
No, why are you going to blame Burna Boy or the Nigerian police?
He's the one that initiated the process. He's the one that started the process. It should be on record that I never supported it. I understand that people say things out of cruise. In as much as there is freedom of you having freedom to say whatever you want to say, to express yourself, it should be reasonable. It should be something you can back up. It should be something that you should be held accountable for it. But the accountability is what counts. Now, you cannot, because you want to enforce your rights, step under people's rights.
If you look at what Speed Darlington has done and look at Burna Boy's action, I wonder why you would want to support Speed Darlington, to be honest. Because I don't see what Burna Boy has done to be so serious compared to the damage that Speed Darlington has done towards him. And I remember that he was first arrested and released. This guy did not even just go on to now forget about everything. He went on to make more videos. So it seemed like apparently he was not even advised. He was not cancelled. He did not learn anything from what he did. So I don't understand why anybody wants to still support someone like that.
It has been on record right from time I've been the one advising. Okay, I was the one, people that have been following Akpi know, I was the one that even drafted the apology letter and asked him, okay, it's on my letterhead, post it and say, okay, look, you are doing this thing. Because
but did he post it?
He posted it. Of course, he posted it, and he deleted it for some hours also.
Oh,
but
he only posted it for a few hours.
He posted it and deleted it. But am I in support of someone coming out? He's on record. Of course, I'm a lawyer. I will never support or endorse things that will cause breakdown of law and order. Two wrongs cannot make it right.
Yeah. He
could be wrong. He could be found by the court guilty for him making some alleged defamatory posts against Burna. But the way the Burna have been going after it, shows that, okay, Cubana chief priests have said something similar. Why can't you? I'm expecting to also use police to arrest him. Is it because you feel that you have more power, more influence, and influence against be above Fa and above Akpi? We believe that Akpi is getting out.